Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, August 25th. It is the last Monday in August. Boo hiss.
Hey, at least there's good news about next week.
Yes, there's good news next week. Oh, and
Doubly so if you live in America.
well, yeah. Monday's a holiday. Yeah. Monday's a holiday in the U.S. It is... I don't even know. My brain is not functioning today. I am tired. Last week whooped my butt making pizza subs.
The weekend didn't help. Sunday wasn't bad. Saturday was interesting.
Sunday wasn't bad. Saturday was interesting. Saturday was sad, but we also had a good time because we went to a baseball game. I can't even say minor league because they're not technically affiliated with MLB. They're like an independent. They're like an independent league.
I thought there was a sign that said they were roughly affiliated, like they followed their rules, or at least
They're affiliated with MLB as in like, you know, they play the same rules as Major League Baseball and do all that the same as Major League Baseball. They're just not affiliated with like Major League Baseball teams. So and sometimes the younger guys that start out in the league do get a chance to go up to the big league clubs if they're good enough, or sometimes older guys who are kind of at the end of their careers but want to keep playing and milk it a little bit longer will come to these leagues and play.
I swear at least one of them was a midlife crisis guy.
Probably.
Which honestly, if you're in that kind of shape in your 40s, go for it.
Yeah, pretty much. But we had a good time at that. So, other than being insatiably busy because of pizza subs, there wasn't a whole lot that went on last week. Because pizza subs was enough.
Hug for the trauma. Hug for the trauma. Hug for the trauma.
Thank you. It was a lot.
Hug emojis down comments, please. Yep, it goes. Yep.
At the end of the week, I was so done. Like, people blow my mind. They just blow my mind.
Well, one, I don't think I've ever heard the pizza subs being properly staffed.
Well, you know, there have been times, and most days we had enough people there. We made it. It was doable. It's just...
Oh, no, I'm saying to make it easy.
I don't know how to explain it. There's an older lady that comes and helps, and she is pushing 90 if she's not already 90. And she is very much... Memory is a very big issue for her. Not like to the point where she doesn't remember people. Like, she remembers people, she remembers places, she remembers... But little things, the memory is going. And
the short-term to long-term storage process is currently not functioning properly.
yeah, and you can tell it's deteriorating as the years go by, and it's part of me just wants to be where her adult children and taking care of her, but yeah. And it does make it a little bit more difficult because she just is not nearly as helpful as she wants to be. But we try. We try.
Hey, just think of it this way. That was probably a highlight of her year.
And I realize that she enjoys helping. I do.
And at her age, she probably doesn't get to help it much anymore.
No, she doesn't.
Probably everybody else kicks her out.
Well, I'm sure. But when you're told to do one job, just please stand and do one job. Because that just makes it easier. Okay. Moving along. Yeah, there was like not much going on this last week. Really. So I guess we'll just shout out our commenters and go from there.
Teresa, Annie, Bridget. I would also like to shout out that my wife is amazing and she deals with my idiosyncrasies very well.
I do my best.
With Annie, I put a mark last week to know to say Annie instead of Anne, and she put the mark there this time so that I would know.
Is it Anne or Annie? I think it's Annie. I don't know. If it's Anne, tell me.
Yeah, but
my brain
she put a mark to help me remember, because I have a bad habit of misspelling words, especially names. Honestly, the habit of people coming up with interesting ways of spelling names is ADHD kryptonite.
Oh, good gravy!
I mean, I love your creativity, but you should have taught your kids more patience, because I'm going to mispronounce their name.
I love your creativity,
and I'm never going to be able to spell it.
Don't give your kids weird names.
I don't care about the weird names. I care about the weird spellings.
Don't spell normal names weird trying to be unique. You want to give your kid a unique name, give your kid a unique name.
Not Tim with 2 T's and 3 M's.
No,
I've never seen that. Was the first thing I could think of.
Right. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna have a coffee fit over here.
Please don't. I'm just glad I had water with me.
Because I left my water over there. Alright. Well, why don't we move on to, we shouted out our commenters, why don't we move on to whips?
Playing video games are going insane.
Yep. Alright, well, I started the week off with my full coverage for my full coverage. And that is the Stamped Heart Succulent that I got from somewhere on the internet.
The dark recesses of the web.
I don't even remember what website it was now. Anyways, moving along.
The one that Google said to.
It was something that a Facebook advertisement sent me to. That's all I remember.
Oh, Facebook.
At some point, you're going to hear the oven go because it's telling me it's hot, because I started the oven so that I could work on cooking dinner. I may go throw the potatoes in the oven when it tells me it's hot to get them started, because there we go. Alright, so I did 300 stitches on it, and it is literally these 3 blocks here. This is why we have pulled this for the full coverage, Sal, because full coverage, and I only have to do white. And it's a lot of white. So, I just want to get it done. So there's that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Last week was Left-Handers Week in Daily 30. I have one of my plots at. I think I'm missing a project. Well, we'll get there. Last week was Left-Handers Week in Daily 30. So I used my pass on the Stitch on a project that is less than 10% complete. And then used Patriotic Picnic by Primrose Cottage for 2 of the prompts. Stitch on a whip that you can tie to a famous left-hander. Barack Obama was one of the people on the list, and Patriotic Picnic, Barack Obama was President of the United States, and this is patriotic. There you go. That's the connection. Works for me. And then Stitch on a Whip with animals. There's 2 dogs on here. And can I just say, I stitched the one dog on here in the called for color, and you couldn't see the doggy, so I had to take the dog out and stitch the dog a second time. This is on a piece of 32 count dirt road. This is the doggy.
Looks so much better.
You could not see. It looks better now.
Want me to entertain them while you go run off and do that?
No, it's fine. It can chill for a minute. So I did 614 stitches on it. which was finishing up the flag. Started in on my fireworks, stitched that doggy in, started in over here on this doggy in the wagon with the fireworks.
Oh, me and somebody at work, we actually talked about this today. Came up with something. Some of the most intelligent and creative people that we both know are left-handed.
There you go.
Because I work in a highly technical field that requires innovation. If there's 10% of the population left-handed, why do half of them work at my job?
That's a good question. All right, I need to hold, please.
Because a lot of people left-handed are smart and clever.
There we go. I need to hold, please, because I need to go get the project that I forgot. And we're back, and I put the potatoes in the oven to start
Move
them
the
cooking.
mouse.
All right.
If you're wondering why I said to move the mouse, funny story. One time we didn't do that, and she accidentally hit the button.
Oh, it's happened more than once. So now he tells me to move the mouse because. Good call. All right. So for my last two prompts in left-handed week, I chose Sunflower Fairy by Nora Corbett. This is a pattern that... What?
I chose.
You chose Sunflower Fairy by Nora Corbett. This is a pattern that I purchased off of Hirschner's website. I don't know if it's still available. I think it might be. But just so you know, I purchased it off of Hirschner's. That's why it's printed out. And like I said, I think you can still go get it. And this is on a piece of 32 count that I screwed up dyeing, so I can't repeat it.
Don't we call those solos?
Yes. No, we called them I screwed up. I did this for something that you can tie to Halloween because she's a fairy. People dress up as fairies for Halloween. And stitch on a whip of choice and tell us your favorite stitching tool. My favorite stitching tool is thread snips because you don't have to because they're not designed for a left-handed or a right-handed person. They're ambidextrous and I don't have to worry about holding them right.
You want to know something funny?
What?
Here, are we done with this? Most of the snips and scissors for cross-stitching are not hand.
Yes, that's what I just said.
No, I'm talking about all of it. The needles, the
well, yeah, this
everything
is true.
that for cross-stitching doesn't actually care. Which is probably why you like it so much.
Probably. Same thing for knitting, for crocheting. So it's a little bit more challenging. But anyway, so I stitched, basically, I finished her wings and stitched her torso in and started her skirt, and that's what I stitched on. I alternated back and forth between stitching the metallic for her wings and stitching non-metallic thread because metallics. There you go. And we will round out the stitching week with my weekend stitching, which was my project for the monthly, the paper piecing monthly, which is Greyhound Year by Blue Flower.
Woo woo.
Yay! And this is on a piece of 32 count. I think this is aquamarine. Yes, this is aquamarine. Here we go. And I did 2 prompts on this, so I did 603 stitches. The December doggo is finished, so all the doggos are finished.
Dun 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 dun.
I did this bunny rabbit here. I'm working on this squirrel here. I have one more. Thank you. I have one more monthly to finish, and that I have my stitch discount pass for, so I only have to do 100 stitches to get that monthly finished. Yay! Which is probably gonna be a good thing this weekend. We got a little monkey wrench thrown in. We were expecting a chill do nothing weekend. We got a little monkey wrench thrown into the plan. We'll see how it pans out. We'll tell you about it next week. That has been my stitching for the week. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with me.
I love it about you, though.
Thanks, I love you. I'm like off the rocker. Alright, so I don't have any haul because I didn't buy anything. Joe's going, yay, thank goodness. Our checkbook thanks me.
I did not. I don't care. I trust you to buy what we can afford.
This is true.
You have never done anything to make me worry about you when it comes to finances.
Thank
you. You've confused me, but that has nothing to do with the money.
Well, I like to be confusing.
Oh no, some of the stuff you've bought, I've looked at it and gone, what? You have to take like 20 minutes to explain to me what it is. Especially when you first started doing the paper products. I'm like, why is that ribbed for her pleasure?
I did buy something this week. I don't have it to show you. It's nothing spectacular. I bought a set of guides so that when I do shirts, t-shirts, I can center the thing on there right, because his made in the 80s shirt that I made him, I got it a little bit off center. It's not bad. It doesn't, you can't really tell. But
I'm fat.
The set I got has a adult crew neck, an adult V-neck, a youth and a child collar guide, and then the matching back for all of those. And Joe goes, "What are those things?" when I pulled them out of the package. And I said, "They're guides so that I can get shirts centered." "Oh, well, how much did you spend on those?" $10. It was less than $10. He's like, "Oh, okay, less than I thought." And yeah, he is right. I mean, they're not super fancy, but it was kind of like, oh, it's only $10. It's $10 for the whole set of 4. I'll take that set. There you go. So.
Nowadays, anything that's less than $20 surprises me.
True story.
Including dinner.
Heck is he doing? True story. Moving along. 2. Plans. Do you have plans?
I did.
No, I'm not. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. I bet we're gonna have time Saturday morning to do stuff.
Yeah, well.
And probably all day Monday to ourselves.
Yeah, well, Monday we're gonna be busy with other stuff. Kind of starting at 4 o'clock. We're just busy. Well, at least I am.
But yes, all right. Well, okay. Plans now. I have 2 projects that I have not stitched on yet in this group of rotation. That is Christmas in Blue and Harvest Hall. Harvest Hall is the pickup truck that's full of like the farmer's market stuff. Alright, so this week's prompts are mobile app themed. Alright. So, the word app is short for application software. Easy enough. There's more to this little paragraph than that, but stitch on a lip that depicts an item you use in your daily life.
Specifically me or just people in general? We don't own a truck, but a lot of people daily commute with trucks.
I mean, we don't own a truck, but it is a vehicle, and we do own vehicles, and we use
Also, there's food.
Also, there's food. I was about to say, wait, there's food on Harvest Hall.
Isn't Harvest Hall literally just replacing the horn with a truck of plenty instead of a horn of plenty?
Basically, it kind of feels like it. Okay. Prompt 2. There are 3 general apps based on development: hybrid, native, and web apps. Native apps were developed to run on a specific OS. There you go. So, stitch on a whip of choice and tell us if you use any apps as a pattern inventory or tracking tool.
I was going to say put a Christmas in Blue, that way they're done.
This is true.
I'm going to try really hard to put them in the other 2, but let's just get those done.
So, this is true. However, we also do have a Little advantage to this week.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Whip of Choice pass from doing a pop-up. I also have a 50% off stitch discount pass, which means that one of my prompts I get to do 200 stitches instead of 400.
Yay. Okay,
Yay.
what's the next one?
Okay, so next 3. Hybrid apps can function on multiple platforms and computer systems even simultaneously. Think Facebook, Instagram, such. Stitch on a whip that you consider generally accessible. So something that anybody could stitch on. I would say of the two, Christmas in Blue, because it's a Joan Elliott. It's easy enough to find through 1, 2, 3 stitch.
Oh, you're talking about the pattern itself. Normally that's not... Well, okay. I was going to say Harvest Hauler because driving a truck ain't that hard. And everybody needs food.
I am taking it to mean, the way I'm reading it, stitch on a whip that you consider...
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm surprised.
Accessible. I'm taking it to mean...
No, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. I was just surprised because that's not how they normally do things. Get what I'm saying? Normally it's about what's on it, not the pattern itself.
Right, but I'm thinking if they meant on it, they would say contains,
yep.
right?
Yep, I know. I'm agreeing with you. Yep. What are the next 2? Then we'll decide what to put what.
Okay. Web apps run on a web browser. If you don't need to download the program on your specific device, chances are you are using a web app. Stitch on a whip that has accessibility or stitchability limitations. Well, that would be Harvest Haul because you can't get the pattern anymore.
Okay, there you go. What's the 5th one, even though we're not using it?
Because I don't need my whip of choice. My whip of choice for this. I don't always use that when I get the pop-up passes because they fit. Anyways, number 5. Mobile apps have greatly improved accessibility to the world at large and quality of life for humans fortunate enough to afford or have access to mobile devices. Stitch on a whip that you feel improves your quality of life.
I will just say this, and this is not... I'm trying not to be rude.
I would say both of them.
All of them.
I mean, it's pretty much Stitch a Whip of Choice because all of your stitching improves your...
That's why I'm just like, why didn't we just do Stitch of Choice? Because if you enjoy cross-stitching, doesn't every cross-stitch project you do improve your quality of life? Because if it doesn't, why are you doing this? Cross-stitch is not something you do if you don't enjoy it. Unless you're a serious masochist, because it's a huge time investment.
Well,
okay, we're done with this?
Yes, we're done with this. We're done with this, except I just realized the, stitch counts got a little muddled, stitch count requirements, because Embroidery Hoop Week 2 weeks ago was a 400 stitch count week, which meant last week should have been a 200 stitch count week, but it was a 300 stitch count week. She's got this week as a 200 stitch count week.
So your halvesy is going to be completely why?
My halvesy is going to make it 100 stitches. Well, what I can do is use the halvesy. I can use the halvesy, build a challenge, and get an extra point.
Okay.
If I want. And put some extra stitches. So, and then I also have to finish another 100 stitches on Greyhound Year to finish up the monthly. It would give me extra time to maybe throw in stitches on one of my yearly projects to get a yearly stitched on this month. I still need to buy the stocking. I'm going to do that tonight. The stocking I'm going to stitch for my other cousin's wife for next month's monthly. And we're probably going to be picking out a new monthly come October because Greyhound Year is almost finished. So, we'll get to that when we get to that. And that's plans. You've seen our whips, you've seen our plans, and that's all we have.
Funny thing, my cat rediscovered he owns a cat tower today.
Our cat has been something the last couple of weeks. So, allow me to actually extend this by saying, a couple of weeks ago, I started giving him these little supplements to help with fleas. It's flea, tick, mosquito preventive. That's what it was sold as. It also helps with skin and coat health and immunosupport. And it's vitamin and mineral based. And apparently they are making him feel much more spry for his 15 years of age. 15? Yeah, I think he's close to 15. For his old man years of age. Because he has been something else in the last week or so.
Ready for my horrible joke that might get me killed by some of the people that watch this?
What?
It's Kitty Centrum Silver.
I mean, really. He is done.
He is that old.
He is. And I love him. And
does it nuts?
But last night he was driving me a little cuckoo locos. Because every time, because he would get in my lap, and then he would get over by me, and he would lay down where I had my stuff, and I would move my stuff so he could lay down there, and I would put my stuff, I would put my stuff over here, and then he'd want to lay down over here, so I'd move my stuff over here, and then he'd want... It was a bit much.
I think we need to get something that looks like this with a pillow on it as a decoy.
Something. But anyways, so our cat has been crazy. So we are done for the week. So we hope that you... Oh, yeah, we got to do that spiel first.
Please like, comment, subscribe, bell thing, YouTube stuff, make algorithm like us, help us grow, help us be bigger.
Please help our channel grow.
Cha-cha-cha-chia.
And we hope you had a good time with us this week. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We hope you were entertained. We hope maybe you learned something. I don't know. I didn't really teach you anything this week. We hope to see you next week.
Here's what I learned. Everybody needs a hug when they're not feeling good or feeling down.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for spending some time with us and sharing a part of your week with us. We truly appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And we will see you next week.
Bye!